Stepped up to the house party, kinda faded. J's on, mask on, yeah, I'm kinda basic. You stood out, Halle Berry cut, amazing, amazing. Cause her body was blazing. I just really wanna start a situation. I want our bodies to become adjacent. I'm thinking, I'm wondering how you taste it. Is it safe to say you fall from basic?
We back.
Yeah, y'all chose some bangers this week, man.
Yeah, seriously.
It feels good.
Shazam.
Yeah, always have your Shazam ready.
Listen, it's Shazam. If y'all wanna, send us a sponsor.
Yo, and I think too, man. We when we get deep into it, like I want to give some giveaways out. You got to Shazam the songs. Send us the playlist. We might send you a Kingsman T-shirt or something, some merch or something. Yeah. Because we get into the merch thing too. So just tag us, man. Let us know what's going on.
Exactly.
Create that playlist.
Any particular records? Y'all was like, this is it. This is the one tonight. Y'all remember?
Nah, all the ones we played.
Because every single one of them is.
Yeah, Ron chooses
that
them
was
fire up tempos, man. Y'all know my style. My style is more chill, more laid back. So by the time it gets mid tempo slow, they probably got his hand.
I was gonna say something, then it's gonna end up being a pause. This is why you have to think about what you're gonna say before you say it, because we do respect the pause. We respect the pause here.
Yo, I want to shout out real quick. I want to shout out all the engineers in the world that's having us sound amazing.
I like that leak.
I want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
If you're an artist, I think it's important that you learn the terminology of what you want and the terminology of music and engineering. I have recently had a young lady I follow on Instagram. She's an artist. She posted up a video of just not actually a video. There's a shot and saying, hey, listen, if there's anyone that does music engineering, can you hit me up? I want to let you hear some music. I have a question. So I was like, hey, I listened to it. So she let me hear some music. She was from China, which is really cool. But she was just trying to tell the engineer the vocals weren't loud enough. So she was like, how do I say that and so that they understand? So long story short, go to YouTube.
Hold on a second.
What?
It just made me think, how do you tell the engineer to turn up my vocals?
Turn up my vocals?
Because I think what it is
I get it.
When you turn up the vocals, sometimes it's not just turning up the vocals. There's things you can do. You can EQ to make the voice more clear. Mm-hmm. And you don't want him to go in and start messing with all of that, because when you start messing with stuff, you can mess up things that are good. So just learn your terminology, man.
Well, I mean, I would say even with that, and we can relate, right? There's been plenty of times I'm like, yo, Zay,
it's not loud enough.
It's not loud enough. Mm-hmm. If I say the vocals are not loud enough, and you turn up the whole record. Whose communication was lacking in that?
Well, mine. Not your communication was fine. My understanding, understanding was incorrect.
So you as an engineer, me as an artist, and I think this is a great topic for people, because a lot of artists go through this. When you're trying to communicate what you hear in your head, mm-hmm. and it doesn't come out.
To what the engineer is doing.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, it's not that the engineer is bad or they don't know what they're doing, but because
saying, the
way
using.
You're communicating, mm-hmm. is as an artist, you're like, I'm clear as day. But that's not necessarily maybe what the engineer is receiving. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So I definitely think to even answer that, because again, we've been in that situation plenty of times with other engineers, like turn this up, turn that down, and we were like, wait a minute, all I said was just turn this up, not that. But as they stated, sometimes, and I think I may have an understanding, someone tells me turn this up, and then I realize something else, then I start messing with that, and then next I'd start doing a little more cleaning up, which it may not have needed, but because I'm now want to give my best product to this artist, I hear something else that might be a problem. So that problem that I'm trying to fix might cause this not to even be.
And at that point, it's a whole different record.
Yeah. It's like going down a rabbit hole. Man.
It's like at that point it's a whole. So, like I hate getting the mix back, and the energy
ain't the same,
and the feeling is totally different. Like
It happens like that sometimes,
yeah,
man.
and like a quick story, real quick, and I know I don't want to go over time, but the Erykah Badu song, on and on and on and on. She said when she loved the way it was mixed originally because it was more dirty.
Okay.
She said she hated the record when it went out to the masses. It was too clean for her.
Yep, I heard about
You know
that.
what I mean?
Ironically, though, that's the version that we love.
That
We heard-
was so that's crazy.
So I'm gonna say this. I heard an engineer say this once before, that you can have demo ears, whereas the creator, you're so accustomed to listening to
that's a fact.
what. Now Ron has a point. You don't want to lose the energy and the feel of the music, but when you send it to a mix engineer, it's not just supposed to be louder. It's supposed to sound
better.
different. It's supposed to be. Thank you. It's supposed to be better. So there may be some changes, but a good engineer keeps the feel of the record while making sure everything's clear and loud, but also at times can add a delay where you didn't think there was a delay. There was a delay, or do something respectfully, because as producers, you don't want to get a record back and be like, that's not what I did. So you got to be tasteful with it. So artists, learn your terminology with music. Muddy, too much reverb. Be very specific. Can you just turn the background vocals up? Just the background vocals, or the background vocals sound too wide. They sound like it's too left and right in my ear when I listen. Just be very clear on what you're trying to communicate to your engineer.
I think even artists should do better in trying to understand engineering better. Now I could tell an engineer, too much highs, too much lows. The middle sounds a little too
Needs
nasally.
a little more reverb.
Yeah, I need a delay. I need a quarter delay on this on this particular word, not the whole phrase, but this particular word. As an artist, I think you learn that terminology when you learn to record yourself.
Yeah.
Because now you can relay that sound that you created in your head at home to the engineer a little bit better. So I think that might help.
What do you say to the artist that's solely into just recording and just writing, and that's it? So how do they?
I would say as an engineer, someone who's still learning engineering, is don't make it a science project, right? The biggest thing is making sure you record your vocals, whatever you're doing, just record it clean, make sure it's not distorting. And if you're not going to get heavy into mixing, which can really be a rabbit hole, trust me, I know, find some good presets that you can use from engineers out there that are offering presets where you can just pull up, you go right in, you press something, and automatically it sounds good.
But
and let someone else handle all the music and all stuff. That's my opinion.
For those who don't even understand what presets are, for the common person that just wants to record and I think it's better for you to either watch YouTube, or if you know another artist who might have gone through the same thing. And earlier, and I would even say collaborating with others, because they might, and another artist might know something or know someone that you don't, and that might just give just enough information where you could just be like, all right, good, I know what to do. So team up with someone else, because I honestly think that is probably one of the best things you could do.
Collaboration.
So,
Rico Love.
great
Rico Love said that on the R&B Money podcast. He was like, "Yo, as of lately, he was listening to the songs he recorded lately, like recently.
So dope.
He was like, "Yo, I'm learning that my melodies aren't current melodies. So, me being a student of this and a master at this, I had to get into my head. Now I got to start collaborating with these younger guys because they're more melodic with these
It's
modern
melodies.
melodies. You know what I'm saying?
Modern
And that's
melodies.
that's wisdom.
I will say this, and before we get back to the music and all
Yeah.
that stuff, I want to encourage people who have knowledge, share it.
Yes.
The knowledge that I have, I freely give. I'm not holding back no information. I'm not holding back no presets. I'm not holding back anything, because I know what it's like for people to feel like, if I give this to you, you may surpass me. Don't be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be blessed if you share the information that you have. So collaborate with people, and if you're a collaborator, you happen to know, and you know a little bit more than the person that you're collaborating with, share that information freely. Right. Don't be stingy. Oh, no, I can't show you that. Share it. It's going to come back to you. What you reap, you're going to sow. I'm in
And being
the book.
selfish is not godly.
Come on,
Amen.
come on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a keyboard here. I'm gonna start playing while we. They're not gonna know what hit them.
We gonna
That's
drop
what we
some
gonna
gems.
do.
That's what we
That's
do.
what
We
we gonna
drop
do.
we drop gems. Yo, and shout out to the Trial and Error show on YouTube. You heard?
How y'all doing out there?
Yeah, y'all get the behind the scenes.
20.
Y'all
Yeah, y'all getting the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But yo, let's get back to some music. I think
Yep.
we should probably like let's get into a vibe. We could go mid tempo.
You know, that's my lane, bro. And I got
Go
some
mid
stuff.
tempo. I don't know how the ballad is extinct now, but
Nah, I mean ballads. When I think ballads, I think like Brian McKnight and stuff like
yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying. That's where is it? Nobody's doing
Let's
that
do it.
anymore.
Let's pull it out. Let's do it appropriately. Dre, press play.
Look, Dre with that. Dre said, "I want to move."
Super pause. And the reason you know why I said super pause. Right?
Nah.
Oh, it's me, bruh. Who did it?
Super pause on. Let's pull it out.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
That was super.
Who said
super.
that?
That was you.
I said, nah, Dre, press play. I don't know where you heard that, bro. We pressed it. I'm pressed now. Forget it. I'm gonna press play.
Yo, in the comments, man, tell us what he said in the comments.
Got a text from Dre, told me to get dressed and be on my way. Yeah, pulled up to the scene with it, and I'm super clean with it. She was on the dance floor, seemed like she was